Good afternoon. Welcome to another Comics. Yes, I'm alone again. Not because I choose to, because there's a lot of things going on between me and Frederick, and we try to. Frederick's got kids, and he's working on comic books, so he'll be back. But for now, it's me. I don't know why I'm complaining about it because I've done this a while by myself. So, anyways, um, there I'm gonna be let's I'm gonna go through some stuff about recapping SatCon. Had an amazing time. A friend of mine that I work with has turned me on to some great new indie comic books. I'm gonna talk about the Flash. There's already reviews of the Flash coming out, and they say that it's pretty great. I will give you my predictions of what I think the Flash is going to be, and yeah, we'll go from there, I guess. So, well, the noise in the background right now is I'm catching up on Silicon Valley. It is the greatest show on HBO, besides Game of Thrones, that is on Sunday nights. When I got weekends off, I was like, great, I can see Silicon Valley all the time now. That doesn't happen because I gotta wake up at 3. I gotta wake up at 2:50 in order to get to work on time. So now I'm finally have time to catch up on it, and it's such a great show. It's got about two comedians and some other great actors in it. It's just great, just the greatest show on. And if you ever go to HBO or watch HBO, because you probably do, because Game of Thrones is on it, stay afterwards and watch Silicon Valley because it's a pretty great show. Now, I went to SatCon last Sunday, and SatCon is, if you don't know, if you haven't gone yet, SatCon is it's in a small convention center. It's in the Scotch-Rite Center, and it's pretty small. It's not like SAC Anime, or it's not like Wizard World, or it's not like any other convention. It's still very small. It's in a very small building, and it gets bigger and bigger every year, but yet they don't expand it. So it's wall to wall people. There's not a lot. If you go there to collect comic books and get the comic books that you're missing, or get toys that you want and that you don't have, it's a great place to go. Uh, it's also great for indie comic book people because there's the Artist Alley, where it has all the indie people that you know bring on their stuff that they've been working on and try to get everyone to get to know who they are and enjoy what they do and make a little money in the process. Nothing wrong with that. I went because if you read the flyer, what was it? Four? It was the Red Ranger, Green Ranger, Blue Ranger, Gold Ranger. Yeah, so it's four of the six Super Samurai Rangers there. And yeah, I went there. I got this lovely action figure right here. I got it signed by the Red Ranger, which I've only met here. I'm obsessed with Power Rangers, and yet I've only met these guys. I met them at Sec Anime last year, and they were great. I mean, the Red Ranger was pretty awesome. Green Ranger was pretty awesome. Blue Ranger pretty awesome. So they're all in all, they're pretty cool people. And so I was talking to the Gold Ranger, who also has an album that came out, and his name's right here, Steven Skyler, and he signed it, and it was pretty cool. He was pretty cool to talk to. His album's great, and he said it was very. He said it was deep. It wasn't. I mean, it was deep, but it wasn't like deep, deep. Like you don't even know what the hell you're listening to, kind of deep. Um, no, I think what he's trying to say is that the music that says or sings or writes, either way on how music goes. You can tell all of his, his passion and his soul and everything that's in him goes into this music, and it comes out with an amazing album like this. So go to iTunes. I'm pretty sure it's on here. Look for that name right there. It's a pretty good album. I think so. That's my opinion. It's up to you if you want to go there. I also met some cool people there. Fun. Here's what's funny though, and I think this is funny. Uh, I was in line to meet Power Rangers, and it was funny because there was only 3 other adults in that entire line. The rest were kids, and not like 15-year-old kids. I mean like kids. So either way, I was waiting in that line. I didn't care. I just thought it was funny that I was like, oh, okay, there's only 3 of us adults. All right, that's cool. Anyways, now to this comic book series. By the way, if you didn't know that Empire had a free comic book month, and last Saturday was the last day to get trades and hardbacks, I got this cool little samurai comic book. I'm really big into samurais and anime and stuff. Not into anime, just like into samurais and stuff like that. Hence why I got the samurai to sign it. So I haven't read this yet, but it looks pretty awesome, and it was free, so why not? It was made by Dark Horse Manga. I didn't know Dark Horse had a manga, but it's pretty awesome. It's pretty legit. So I will let you know about that later. But my friend at work, he turned me on to this comic book called Dead Body Road. It's done by Image and Skybound. I gotta say, it's also done by Justin Jordan, Maddie Skeller, if I butchered your name, I'm sorry, and Moro Diso. These guys right here, because all these guys up here on the top, they worked on this comic book, Dead Body Road, which is great because it starts with this one. Right, it starts with 2 characters. One used to be a cop, and the other one is still a cop, and he goes on for vengeance because this group of people killed his wife. Now, the great thing about this is that in each issue, they introduce a new character that continues the story. It doesn't. We don't go into the characters. We don't go new issue, new characters, and their story. No, each. Now I believe this is a six series, 6 issue series. That's what I was trying to say. And like I was saying, so in this issue we learn about this guy and how he's gonna affect the whole story, and then we go and we add to, and then to his story he adds to this woman, and then we find out about these guys, and we find about what the woman's story, what the woman, if I could talk, what the woman brings to the main story, she connects to it, and then it continues on with this gentleman, and then it just continues. Like I'm trying to say is that each character you see on this cover as just another add-on to the already big story that's going on in this whole story. So that's pretty cool because not a lot of comic books do that. Not a lot of comic books have a new character come into the story arc that add to it. So yes, I think it's pretty amazing. You should go check it out because it's written well, it's drawn well, it's inked and traced and all that great stuff very well. So, and it's an indie comic book, so it's a great indie comic book. if you're into comic books like that. Let's see what else. Also, I have a crap ton of comic books. Like, look at all these comic books. Look, this is on my desk right now. This is what I still have to read. Okay, this is what I still have to read. It's ridiculous how much time I don't have to read comic books. Even though I quit one job in order to work on more writing my comic book, go to school, work on my costumes, do this, and yet I still don't have that much time. Because now I'm focusing it all on the other stuff that I love doing. So therefore, I thought I'd have more time to do leisurely things. Not all the time. It's not all the time. Now, sorry, I like talking like there's no one here. But you're watching this, so it doesn't seem like there's any. Never mind. Don't pay attention to that. Now, I've read online that the Flash, there was a special screening, and people got to see the Flash, the pilot episode of the Flash, and the reviews are out, and they say that it is great, that it's who the Flash is supposed to be, and that CW got another great one. Now, my prediction, just by seeing the preview of it, is great. It looks great. It has the aesthetic. It's a different city. It has the aesthetic of a different city than Starling City. So that's a good first step. The guy that plays the Flash, when I saw him in Arrow, plays Barry Allen, just like just really close to Barry Allen. It's almost like I'm seeing Barry Allen come off the page. Costume is great. Costume is not what you would think, like CW does. They take a costume that you're used to and they just reconfigure it to a real life kind of situations, and they just make it better. So I predict that this show is going to be another great CW hit. A lot of people are saying, well, are they going to bring back the Rogues? How are they going to do it? They've already brought back Weather Wizard. So I think what they're going to do is they're not going to name all the Rogues. I think that they're going to just show people, they're going to introduce each Rogue individually, and then when they all, find out about each other, band together for one common goal, destroy the Flash. Which I think that's what CW is going to do, and that's a great idea if you are going to do that, CW, because that's how you make a great show. You don't throw in two rogues at a time, and then at the end, at not even the end of season 1, like at the end of season 1, we've already seen all the rogues, and then a big battle with the Flash. Then you're stuck. I mean, what would you go from there? You can't go from there. You can't go from Rogues one season to Professor Zoom in another season, because that's just a whole another big story you have to talk about for a second season, which I don't think would be a great idea. But if they're gonna go that way, it'll be interesting to see. My predictions for Gotham. I think Gotham's going to be a great show because I'm hoping that it's not going to focus just on Bruce Wayne and his parents getting murdered. And I'm hoping they're going to show more about how Catwoman becomes Catwoman, how Poison Ivy becomes Poison Ivy, how Penguin becomes Penguin, how the Riddler becomes the Riddler, and also how Bruce Wayne becomes Batman. That's what I would want. That's what I want to see, is how everyone becomes who they are at the same time, but in separate parts of the city, while Commissioner Gordon is still trying to stay Commissioner Gordon. That's what I would love to see. Constantine, I don't know a lot about, because I was only exposed to the Keanu Reeves movie, and after seeing the trailer for the TV show, I don't know a lot of Constantine, but I know that the show looks amazing, and the show is gonna go different. It's gonna go different places than what Heroes did, than what Wonder Woman tried to do. By the way, Wonder Woman was never saw the light of day, but I think that this Constantine, this DC show on a major network besides CW, is going to, it's going to be good, and I'm hoping it's going to last a while because it looks very different, and it looks like they're finally taking chances and letting the comic book tell the story and not have Hollywood tell a comic book story. So, now, I believe that is all I got. Yeah, that's all I got for this week. I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on all social network at Short Nerdy Guy, except Instagram at Short Nerdy Man. Follow Frederick at scatteredcomics.com. I thank Scattered Comics for sponsoring this episode, and I ask you to please read more comic books and have a great day.